Good afternoon and welcome to Touchdown Terrace. Thanks very much for coming out. I want to particularly thank the student athletes who are on campus this summer for coming out. I'll keep my remarks very brief because we have a very special guest here, and I want to make sure he has plenty of time to share thoughts with you. But I want to thank you for coming out this afternoon. It's obviously a great day, a historic day for not just West Virginia University, but also I think for our state. And the fact that we have so many folks who came out today, I think, is a great sign. This is a day that means a lot to all the administrators here, to all the student athletes, to all of our coaches. We're embarking on a big adventure, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. And I feel very comfortable that as we raise the bar for all athletic programs at our university, that we will be able to compete and to compete very well. All right? Great student athletes. We got great coaches. I sense a real palpable level of excitement around not just Morgantown, but around the entire state. So we're delighted that you all have come out today. We're very excited about this Big 12 adventure. Understand, student athletes and coaches, you've got administrators, starting with our president, Jim Clements, all the way on down, that will support you every step of the way. Because what you do is so important, not just for the university, but for the state. We're the flagship. When we go out to play a football game, basketball game, baseball, wrestling match, whatever it would be, we carry West Virginia on our chest. And that's a very important responsibility. And we want to make sure that we do everything we can to give you all the tools in order to be successful in a very, very tough conference, the Big 12. So we're delighted that you're here. With that, I will introduce the man who helped guide us into the new conference, your school president, my school president, Jim Clements. Jim?
Thank you. How about a round of applause for the best AD in the country? We are incredibly lucky to have Oliver here, but you know what? Before I really say anything, I'll also keep my remarks fairly brief. I want to ask our Mountaineer to come up and get everybody fired up. Jonathan, can you come on up? Being here for this celebration, and today is a celebration. This is a big, big day for the institution. As Tony Caridi would say, it is a great day to be a Mountaineer. I want to start just by telling you I'm thrilled that we have so many student athletes here, and that is really ultimately what it comes down to. I'm thrilled that you are here for this celebration. It is your hard work, your dedication, your commitment to just not athletics but academics, really, but that commitment that brings us all together as Mountaineers. So I didn't know how many would be here, Oliver, but to see this many is incredible. I do want to thank our Commissioner Bob Bowlsby for being here today. This was his idea to come on out and spend time with us. He's here to help us celebrate this historic day. Can you help me thank him by giving him a round of applause? Now, Commissioner, I want you to know it's an honor to welcome you to Morgantown. I want to tell you a little bit about the great town and in which we live. We're ranked nationally as one of the best college football towns in the country. We're ranked as one of the best college towns in the country. We're ranked as one of the top 50 smartest places to live. We're ranked as one of the best sports cities in America. And we're ranked as one of the best cities for jobs in the entire country. So I am thrilled that you are here in Morgantown with us. I know you'll be back many times to watch us play and compete on the field. And although he is not here, I do want to thank my friend Chuck Ninus and all of the presidents in the Big 12 for their work in getting us into the conference. I can tell you, I've chatted with the presidents multiple times. They are so thrilled to have us. They are welcoming us with open arms, passionate about having us. And I feel for this university we're exactly in the right place and exactly where we should be. I want all of you to know the Big 12 is more than just an athletic conference. Athletic conference, it's top, as good as you can get. But it's also a partnership with some other great universities like us. Research universities, flagship universities, land-grant universities, and that's important. We're a partner in athletics, but we're also a partner in academics and in research and in service to our state. So I can tell you the Big 12 is thrilled to have us. They know we're a wonderful fit. I'm thrilled that all of you are representing West Virginia University and our great state. As Coach Huggins, the greatest of all basketball coaches, has often said, there is really something special about wearing a jersey that carries the name West Virginia on it. And all of you in this room make us proud. And know that when you put that shirt on, you represent all of us. And we're thrilled that you do. I do want you to know that our athletic director, as you know, he was a Mountaineer himself on the football field. He comes to us with a great tradition, understanding Mountaineer football and Mountaineer athletics. His connection to this institution, like our great basketball coach, is really strong because they were here. And they chose to come back to be here with us when they could be at many other places. I want you to know our Big 12 invitation reflects a lot of things. And I keep this pretty brief. But a long history of strength in athletics across all sports. A strong tradition of great fan support. There really is a Mountaineer nation that follows us literally everywhere around the world. We have a state that stands behind our flagship university and our teams. We have donors who believe in you. They believe in us, and they support the university. We have a great academic tradition at this institution with nationally and internationally respected programs. We have a great legacy of incredible graduates who you will follow, who exemplify the quality of this institution and the quality of the educational programs at WVU. And as you know, we have the best, most incredible athletes, you in this room and those who came before you. We're really proud of you, and you're going to represent us as we move into the Big 12. Now, you know this reputation's been built by many people over many decades. From coaches to athletes to faculty members to students to administrators, a lot of people, including our alums, have made this day happen. And you know, sports really all is about teamwork, right? This was a true team, unbelievable team effort to make this happen. And a lot of people worked really hard, and I thank them for building on a strong foundation and putting the passion and commitment in to make this happen. So as we enter this new era, student athletes, you're representing us. You're taking us into the Big 12, competing at the highest level on the fields. And I know that you will do incredibly well. With the Big 12, we look forward to playing great teams, with great fan bases, with great traditions. And most of all, we look forward to seeing all of you on the fields. We'll be cheering for you every single game, but we also want you to excel in the classroom. You know I want to say that. As well as in your lives beyond college. So as the great Pat White once said, once a Mountaineer, always a Mountaineer. You know, as you wear that flying WV, wear it proudly. And I can tell you, Commissioner, we will make the Big 12 very proud to have West Virginia as a member. So I want to thank you all for being here for this celebration. I do want to introduce the Commissioner to you. He's a great leader of a great conference, and it is now my pleasure to introduce Commissioner Bob Bowlsby, who comes to us to the conference from Stanford University, where he was athletic director since 2006. Prior to that, he was the AD at the University of Iowa for 15 years and spent 7 years at Northern Iowa University. He's originally from Iowa, and he emerged as a national leader in collegiate sports. He's been the president of the NCAA Division I Athletics Director Association, chair of the NCAA Men's Basketball Committee, chair of the NCAA Management Council, chair of the NCAA Wrestling Committee, and served on many other NCAA athletic committees, especially those related to student athletes. I can tell you he cares about the student athlete very much. In addition, he served on the U.S. Olympic Committee Board of Directors and the Commission for Opportunities in Athletics. Clearly, Commissioner Bowlsby has a great understanding of college athletics and cares deeply about the student athlete. So we're extremely lucky at this time. As we enter the conference, he enters with us as the commissioner. So please help me welcome our wonderful new commissioner, Bob Bowlsby. And before I let him speak, Oliver and I have a couple gifts for him to make it official. WVU hats with our new logo, Commissioner. And a new shirt with a Big 12. All right, Commissioner.
How's it look?
Looks good.
I might as well take advantage of this because this is the last time I can show any partisanship for anybody. So I've been on campus for 35 years and have always had a dog in the fight. So I don't know quite how this is going to be, showing up at the stadium on the weekend and having to be kind of neutral. You know, I always kind of like going to the arena or going to the stadium and saying, you know, I got my guys or got my gals, and you bring yours, and we'll just see how this is going to work out. And fortunately, we had Andrew Luck with us, and he kind of did a pretty good job for Stanford these last few years. So I've kind of gotten spoiled by being able to have an outstanding young man like him around, and you're lucky to have his dad and family here. They love this place and love what you guys stand for, and I know that the move into the Big 12 is exhilarating for everybody that's involved. Now I also know that you're, and I'm reminded by seeing these football players right in front of me, I wasn't very hungry when I got here, but I hope most of you got through the line before these guys got through there, because I wouldn't have wanted to get between them and the baked beans. It looked like there was some damage being done. But we are very excited to have TCU in West Virginia joining this league. We have a long tradition. I saw one of the statistics up on the scoreboard over your shoulders that over the last 16 years, we've had 5 Heisman Trophy winners in the conference, more than any other league in the country. We've had more academic All-Americans in addition to competitive All-Americans than any other conference. You're joining a very rich heritage, and you bring your own rich heritage along with it. This is a special place. I measure that more in one way than any other way. And that is that the very best people that ever came through here want to come back here. I don't think there's a better testimony to what a great place West Virginia is than the fact that Oliver Luck and Bob Huggins, and I'm sure lots of others, have decided that this is where they want to spend their career when they have lots of other options. Likewise, every one of you student athletes had other options as well. We're competing against a group of other institutions last year that's going to be very different than the ones you're competing against this year. There's something really exciting about new venues, about looking out here and seeing Oklahoma or Texas or Kansas State coming to play football in Morgantown. The same will be true in every sport that you sponsor. It's going to be a lot of fun, especially these first 2 years when you make the first road trip out and they make their first trip in here. And as was mentioned, this is an alliance that is built on stability and strength. And the reason that it is that it's not just athletics. It's about all the elements of higher education and about how universities run. And we're excited for all of those reasons to have this university involved with the Big 12. This is a celebration for me. I went very slowly moving from campus to a conference office. And time will tell if I'm any good at it. Time will tell if it's the right fit. But I know already that the Big 12 is the right place for me to try that out. I know it because of what I've heard from the presidents. I know it especially from what I've heard from President Clements. You have a leader in him that is going to do terrific things in the decades ahead for this university. His vision is truly extraordinary. And I love having a president that's as actively engaged in making good decisions on behalf of the institution, but also on behalf of the league that we represent. Collegiality is in long supply right now. The spirit of cooperation. Now, you know, when it comes to Saturday, we're going to all try and bloody each other's noses. There isn't any doubt about that. Now, you got a good football team this fall, but make no mistake. Those other 8 teams in the Big 12, they're going to try and defend their territory. They aren't going to let you come in and take a win easy. And it's going to be the same way in every sport. They're going to welcome you, but when you walk across that stripe, they're going to get after it. So are you. And it's going to be fun. I am so looking forward to the first 2 years of this alignment. We've got a lot of great initiatives going forward. We're going to have the opportunity to do what Mr. Luck said, and that is put in place the resources and the tools that it takes to have first-class academic programs and to travel in a first-class manner and to be able to compete at a truly national and even international level. And a big part of that, when I was an athletic director, I really thought that I had 3 jobs. I was there to kind of help to articulate the values of the organization. I was there to hire the best people to lead our programs, and I was there in large part to make sure that we were putting the resources in place that allowed you to go out and have the very best collegiate athletic experience you could. And if that led to a professional experience, or if that led to an opportunity to go to Olympic Games, that's a highly desirable byproduct of a great collegiate athletic environment. And that's what you have here. I encourage you to take advantage of what you have here at West Virginia and to support the people that are trying to support you. Those of you that are donors and friends of the university that are here, I hope you'll get on the airplane or get in the car and take off and tour these Big 12 cities. There are great stadiums, there are great venues, there's great competition, there are great restaurants, there's lots to do, and just like this institution, they are very rich in both sports and institutional traditions. It's going to be fun to meld all those things together. It's going to be exciting, but it isn't going to be easy. You will find the competition in every sport on every day from top to bottom in the league first rate. And that's what a great conference is about. If there are days off, you can't call it a great conference. If every day you go out on the playing surfaces, you better have your ankles taped and you better be ready to play your best, or you're going to get clipped. That's what makes a great conference. And that's what I think you're joining, and that's why I think you're a great addition to it. And I am so excited to be here with you to celebrate, and so excited to get started in late August with all of the many activities that we're going to have going on. I will be here often. I will do anything I can to support you, and I will certainly work very hard to make these 2 gentlemen the best colleagues for our league that we possibly can, because we're going to have some terrific opportunities and we're going to have a lot of fun. Thanks for having me.